two more notes about the episode.
Okay.
Y'all. Remember I got scolded for saying Page Loose Leaf in a deck that just plays Winding Way and Leave a Stampede?
Winding Way?
Oh, we know.
Winding Way. Yeah. I know. Bring up editor. Play the clip.
What one
Maybe
spell do you want in your
spell are
deck?
you trying to cast?
Leave a Stampede Winding Way and hope I don't hit my damn Dread Return.
Yeah, no, you did, and
There
we
you go.
poo-pooed it.
I don't think it's very good, but also you guys like mentioned fog like 4 times that episode. You need to stop talking about it. Otherwise people are gonna
Yeah, okay. Sure, buddy.
Yeah, so many people are going to be hopping on
whatever
it,
you say.
I'm not worried about Genesis. I'm worried about our dirty, filthy locals.
Oh, then I will 100% keep talking about it. You could not pay me to leave this house without a Flaring Pain in my whatever deck.
It is Flaring Pain season, especially with the Green White's Gates deck going
it was like all
around.
these strands and Moments pieces running around. Oh, yeah.
It is the time.
I was like, I am not, you could not
strands.
almost pay me to leave this house without a Flaring Pain.
It's the time to be playing Flaring Strands. My favorite Pauper card.
It's a bit of a non-bow in the same deck. The 2 cards, though.
Oh, it's a new Image 4 card. It does both.
Flaring.
It's a white and a red.
White and red modal spell.
Yeah, and it says prevent all damage from a color of your choice, and it says damage can't be prevented underneath it.
That's a split card.
This is your Skullcrack
Yeah, there you
card.
go. It'll be
This is your Skullcrack replacement.
There we go. I guess.
a
Just doesn't say players can't gain life. That's what I want. I don't give a crap about the damage prevention. We already have that.
It was too bad.
Yeah.
What?
Oh my god.
So you're pretty locked in on this Jeskai Ephemerate thing. It sounded like
not-
from last week too.
Kind of. I'm having a lot of fun with no Augur Bolus. I'll tell you that much. Oh my god.
Yeah, that card's terrible.
Just go back up to 4 Muldrifter and cut
See?
the Augurs.
See?
Well, because I'm like not nonsense with the Augurs.
For the augurs.
I
are-
had so many people were like, "Oh, Thomas is correct. 4 ball drifters is too many."
Yeah, Osman, all the lists that are seeing success are on like most of them are on 3 Muldrifters.
That's cool.
For
I like to
4
play a
with
game
no
where I
Augurs
have
for
fun,
sure.
and casting 4 Muldrifters is fun.
Are we podcasting now? Or?
Yeah, I think we've been podcasting for a while. I kind of the Muldrifter does feel clunky in a lot of spots where because your goal is just survive. I wouldn't play 4 personally.
Well, you have other stuff to do. I like the 4 with no Augurs because I want to make sure I'm maxing on Ephemerate.
This is
stuff.
my one time that I will say. You said I said I wasn't old earlier. This is my one time to say I'm old.
Yeah.
And therefore I would like to play as many copies of Muldrifter as you'll allow me
Your
to
old
play.
cards. My fear of fog is if this damn new card, whatever the freaking
The Pinger
Hawkeye's
card?
bow.
The Pinger card?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have 0 interaction for it. Main deck, right?
But yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
you've
saying.
none.
If Heritage Reclamation sometimes. Sometimes.
Yeah,
So
I was like,
it's-
Right.
I just don't. It is so, the combo is so fragile.
Yeah.
I cannot foresee it being like the best thing.
Yeah,
I also think.
yeah.
I also have an opinion.
So I hope it's not.
My other opinion is I think if we should cut the black cards entirely. Like if our combo card is red, why are we playing black cards?
I think you could probably get away with
That's
this
just
red
one
green.
list. Though.
No. I know. I'm just like Calicai's like initial list. It's like why are we playing black cards? I just don't think we need to. You could just play red and green
Yeah.
cards.
Can we fire off an intro and then we can read what this Hawkeye's bow thing does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Fire it off.
But we don't want to save that for the spoiler episode.
We don't. I mean, we can talk about it now.
I think
we're
this is
talking
a-
about it.
yeah, I
so-
think this is a fine
Or
one
we
to
or we
talk
can
about.
save it. What do you want to do?
It is kind of the talk of the town kind
Yeah.
of thing. We could, I think we could talk about it a little bit because it came
Yeah.
up organically with fog.
I think we can talk about it a little bit, but hit an intro and then we'll just like flow right back into where we were.
What episode is it?
130.
130? Yes. Welcome back everybody to another episode of the Common Ground Podcast, your favorite podcast. We talk about your favorite form of Pauper. I'm your host, Cameron Schindler. This is 130 episodes. Episode 130.
.com. www.
Gotta watch the new first 2 episodes of Rick and Morty too over the week, and those were pretty fun.
Nice.
So love that. Those are
I forgot that when the
Also
new
got to
season was
watch
out.
some Clarkson's Farm.
Oh yeah, it did
That
come
came
out
back
too.
out this week. I'm still got one more episode to go.
Joined by Thomas, Ben and Jerry's, almost called you Thomas Ben and Jerry's Hieronymus. Gun,
Wow.
what's up? Just,
Oh, that a life event news to me.
I was going to say,
And to Hana.
I don't recall.
congrats to the lovely couple.
Wow. I mean, I'm honored.
There
but-
is a Thomas Hieronymus, actually.
Oh, wow.
That's my great uncle.
Well, there
Or
you go.
was my great uncle.
Well, there you go. You're not too far off. I'm well. I'm kicking it.
Kick
I guess.
it.
I don't know. Just
Yeah.
working and
Grinding and working.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been doing the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
I've
been
had
away.
very long weekends in a row. So, yeah. Also joined by James Scoot Hieronymus. How's it going?
Working on that Razor affiliation.
Yeah, the sponsorship.
Yeah.
You.
Need to upgrade my wheels.
We won't tell you, but there'll be signs that like all the new thumbnail just has like Razor scooters and then
Sponsored by like an actual Razor ad plays at the beginning of the show. Oh my
you
God.
watch the Common Ground Cup coverage and we're just
Sponsored
none
by-
of us are sitting. We're all like standing on Razor scooters.
If they want to shill and pay me to promote Razors, hell yeah.
Yeah,
dog.
I would from a Razor.
They have a nice
heartbeat.
shiny new media kit to send their way.
You heard it, Razor. Get out here.
Mm-hmm.
What's this Hawkeyes card do? We were talking about it. I don't know
Yeah.
what your plan to editing this is.
I did trust.
Oh,
So
I do.
Hawkeye's bow. This is a new card that got leaked, but I think now all the spoilers are out as of today.
Wait, all the spoilers?
All the cards. I think because of the leaks, they released them a little early.
Oh,
we're on schedule to do our full spoiler episode next week. So we're fine. We're not going to talk about a ton of cards now.
Just
but-
this card because it's
Yeah,
making a lot of.
it's making some waves, and some folks have been chatting about new spoilers in Discord for a couple days now too. So there's been some discussion going. It looks like there's some cards to talk about, but this one in particular is Hawkeye's Bow. It's a single red mana for an artifact equipment. It says equipped creature has first strike and reach, and whenever equipped creature becomes tapped, it deals 1 damage to each opponent, and it costs a single mana to equip. Now, this combines with an older card, Seeker of Skybreak, which is an elf for 1 and a green. It's a 2/1, and it has a tap ability, untap target creature. And notably, it can target itself, because it's not just untap another target creature or anything like that. So, equip the bow to it, tap it, trigger the bow, target itself, untap, rinse, repeat. It's essentially infinite damage, and yeah. The thing is, it's pretty fragile in that it's a 1 toughness creature.
In the format where the litmus test is lava dart.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't-
But to be fair, Brute Scale was a 2/2.
yeah.
Right. That's my thing. Is it's
That
a
one
little bit
toughness
more fragile. It's a little bit more
Mm-hmm.
fragile to lava dart specifically, and maybe some gut shots out of the board.
That was- I was
still
gonna say that too,
still also weak to snuff out and things like that as well. But the thing that I think is potentially very powerful about this, and potentially more powerful than Brute Scale specifically in this way, is that just those 2 cards together is the combo kill.
It's a true 2
It's just those 2 cards, they actually get you dead. Obviously Brute Scale could have done that and make it infinitely big. Your opponent has no blockers, you fire that off early, boom, they're dead. Or you have a Writhing Chrysalis in play to also get really big, or you have some other thing like makeshift munitions, or the token, the 3-drop in black or whatever.
And real quick for those curious, so you equipped the bow to the Seeker, the sky thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then now it has a text whenever equipped creature becomes tapped, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. Yeah. You tap it, target itself, and untaps it. Because
I explained it.
Oh, my bad. I just was somewhere else for a second. I think I was fighting the card.
Yeah, you're good.
As you're doing it. But the first time I read the card, I'm like reading this, I'm like, this is terrible. I'm like, you just do this once? And I'm like, what are you untapping with it? And then it took me a minute, and I read it again. I'm like, oh, I'm stupid. For some reason, like, it was not clicking on my head for it, so I was just making sure. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. Like Seeker is like, there's been some stuff recently that has at least the last few months, like some backup combo stuff that's shown up. Seeker has shown up historically as a card that like is a card that can just untap itself for shenanigans and like as like a joke combo in various formats. There's probably stuff people do with this thing in Commander. Like there's a bunch of stuff. It's kind of unique in that way that it untaps itself, but now we have a potential way to abuse it.
Yeah, I wonder.
Yeah.
Like you said though, like if Mono Red Madness is the best deck, I can't.
Or the most popular deck.
The most popular deck. I can't see this winning a game against them very easily. Where the deck plays 4 darts, 4 bolts, and it's just 4 tempers. Just so easy to keep this thing off the board.
Yeah.
But 2/2 is not that different from a 2/1. And again, you do need the it to not have summoning sickness.
Right.
There's cards you could play Bitter Reunion.
Right. That's
first day of class.
Yeah.
First day of class
Yeah,
is one.
there's a couple different ways to do it.
Maximize velocity.
Yeah. I really like the Bitter Reunion because I think this fits the, like, because both combo pieces are permanents, similar to the Brood Scale deck. Yeah, you can play. Yeah, we'll play both. But no. Sure, but I'm in it because this is a perfect candidate for a Malevolent Rumble deck. Malevolent Rumble with a Writhing Crystal's backup plan.
I like that, yeah.
And so they're both permanents for Malevolent Rumble. Bitter Reunion is also a permanent for Malevolent Rumble as another way to dig to this. And then,
like
it's a haste enabler in the late game. You play like Tameo Safekeepings. Maybe it becomes like a super like mirror match dependent meta with this if it becomes super popular where you want some Vines of the Vastwood mixed in.
Say
like,
load your deck up with Tameo Safekeeping, Vines of the Vastwood.
Yeah.
Keep your like if you're playing
Because
against...
my thought earlier was before we started recording to talk about this was like under the initial one of the initial lists that Cali guys put out was like a Jund list that kind of mirrored the older Brood Scale decks or whatever. And it's just like, man, the mana looks atrocious in this deck. I have to think that it's surely a green-red version of this deck exists where you just like don't even bother playing the black cards, because if you like max out on the copies of like Vines of Vastwood and Tameo Safekeeping, then you just like get to like not worry about the like pieces of interaction that you would have had in like Duress or Mesmeric Fiend or whatever. And you get this instead.
Yeah,
that seems cleaner to me.
Red gives you Pyroblast to answer the counterspell decks. Like
so you still get the green.
You still have tools.
You get the green protection spells that like kind of stop your protect your stuff or stop your opponent. In the case of Vines of Vastwood.
I think Luna on our Discord put a list where they were playing the gates in there. It was a red-green main board, but then the gates were there for Duress sideboard. And I thought that was kind of interesting too.
Sure.
Because you're still going to play some tap lands, some dual lands or whatever. So that's kind of interesting too. If you want Duress post board in that kind of matchup, it's pretty cute there. Yeah, but that's interesting. I don't think it's. I've heard some people say like pre-banning. I don't think it's going to be a pre-ban thing at all.
No.
If they didn't get rid of Brood Scale, then they're not getting rid of this. I'm sorry.
I do think it'll be a decent deck though.
It'll be okay.
I'm wondering if there's a way to have this be an alternate thing that happens alongside like the Pizza Devoted Druid combo stuff, and you just like pack, you kind of pack the deck together with like a little bit of everything, because I think that they like roughly work together enough. But then you get blue into the mix with the Retraction Helix, but I don't know.
Again,
I don't know.
Mana issues.
Yeah.
Right now, besides the mono red madness side of things, I think it does line up and very well against some other decks like mono blue terror. Like if you're just playing around counter spells or whatever, you like once it's on the board, it's pretty safe on the board. Elves you can just jam it into. Rally you're kind of safe just jamming into. I guess Jund Wildfires only plays like 4 cast downs. In the card
also just has card. I was gonna say it has the card counts too.
Like Tron you can throw it into.
Affinity's got a fair enough ways to deal with it.
But Affinity does. Yep. But so it's pretty like.
Because I think it gets its own blue blast out of the sideboard too.
These gate decks too, I guess you could just throw it into there. Like
the gate sticks, you can just kind of put whatever in them.
Yeah, they're not playing that much removal or anything. But
I think most of the current green white is just playing like Journey to Nowhere.
Yep.
Yeah. And then
maybe a 3 charms, 4 maybe some of those.
Yeah, somewhere in the 75.
Yeah. There's another new card. We'll probably talk about that next week though. That might be getting this too. We'll leave you a little teaser there. Right, Croissant's excited about that new card.
Yeah.
But do we want to move it to Elliot's emails?
Yeah, we've got some questions from the notorious E.L.L.I.O.T. To answer. But real quick before we do, with the new cards from Marvel Superheroes coming out soon. TM. If you're in the Middle Tennessee area, you're going to need to pick up some copies of these cards. And tell me, boys, where would you be able to do that?
It's the premier LGS of the Middle Tennessee area. Game night out in Columbia, Tennessee. Your one-stop shop for all of your gaming needs.
They open a ton of new product too. So
Yeah, they will have commons from the new set.
yes.
by doing that, by
yes, they
proxy,
will.
they get a ton of those. I remember during EOE, they sold a lot of
Cryogen relic.
cryogen relics.
Yep.
Yeah, and I was able to get a playset before they were all swept up. But they sold a ton of those things. So any new cards, any old cards, any Pokemon cards, whatever cards, you can go to their website, put in a list, email it to them, or then they'll send you an email with what they have and they don't have, and you can go pick that up. Nice and easy. They're also the host of the Common Ground Cup
Woohoo!
4 Summer Boogaloo edition.
Something like that.
Yeah. Get your tickets now. Don't be like Derek. Don't wait, because Derek's going to be sad when we're sold out and he can't play our tournament.
Yeah, that would be pretty
gonna be-
wild.
he's gonna be
Derek
really
Smith
sad.
misses
And-
a Common Ground Cup.
If it caps out, I'll do a giveaway for Mono Blue Terror in my Discord. too.
Ooh.
So
Very cool.
or I don't know why Mono Blue. I guess it doesn't have to be Mono Blue Terror.
Give away
Whatever
a deck.
whatever
Very
Pauper
cool.
deck, whatever Pauper deck wins.
You're gonna
What
give away
the-
a copy of it.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool. Actually.
All right. I'm into that.
All right,
Nice.
whatever Pauper deck wins the Common Ground Cup tournament, if it caps out, we'll give that away in the Discord.
Nice. Cool.
Or if we break previous attendance, how about that?
I like
Always
that.
improve.
I like that. Yeah.
If we break previous,
Which we
attendance,
have
we'll
every
do that.
time. So
So,
I
yeah.
I hope that we will this
Yeah.
time. That would be
I
pretty cool.
foresee it going well.
Continue the trend. We'll do
Yeah.
that.
Really, Cameron's just trying to give away the copy of his fog deck so that no one else has to play against it.
Yeah. Are you saying Fogg's gonna win the tournament?
I may or may not have insinuated such. Zach is playing in our tournament.
Oh, he might not make it.
Oh no!
Yeah, he's a new.
Oh,
father,
that's right, he is a
so
new
dad.
He's being a father.
Well, then never mind. Fog will continue to wreak havoc in our local area.
It's true. I will make one more note on the hotel block. The hotel block closes for bookings on June 16th. That's coming right up. It's just about a week out from when you hear this. Actually, really just a little less than a week from when you hear this. So definitely, if you're looking for a hotel, we've got a decent deal for you. It's a king size room and king size room. It's king size bed. I'm gonna take that again.
fit for a king.
I'm gonna take that again.
I liked it.
King sized room.
All right, well, screw it. It stays. Book a room at the Marriott.
How big's the room?
Pretty close. It's king size.
You know how they wasn't like candy bars? King size.
Oh,
There you go. Yeah, as opposed to fun size. You could call it a fun size room, I guess, if you have
Depending
fun.
on what your fun is.
Yeah, depending on how much fun you have at the Common Ground Cup. But yeah, if you're looking to book a hotel, I know it's closing a month plus out from the event, but that's how the hotel block is worked out. So if you haven't booked your room and you're looking to book it now. Thank you, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Very
Yeah.
excited. It'll be the little Baltimore Pauper Genesis will be good
Yo.
practice for people playing the cup too. If they want like a little
Yes.
lighter event taste first,
A little
There's-
palate cleanser of the largest Pauper event in U.S. history.
Hey, we don't meteors could happen. We just, like,
It could be us.
it could be
We'd have to break capacity. Oh man.
who got Elliot pulled up.
All right, I got it. All right, we got a bunch here. Elliot has been very patient.
I'm very excited to have these questions in real time while I eat dinner.
There you go.
Are you eating dinner right now?
No, but I will be having. Elliot's gonna come have dinner with me on the night before the cup.
Oh, sick. Okay, that's dope. Okay, I'll have to make
Elliot
it off for that.
and his crew is gonna have.
All right, I'll have to
come
make it off for
dinner.
that. I haven't been a JB for a while too.
I haven't either, to be fair.
That's crazy. Who are you?
I know.
All right. This might be a little bit more of something maybe we do a little research in the tank, but this is a fun thought experiment. Ellie says, "Happy birthday, Hippo. If you had to make a deck using the commons of only one set or block,
Okay.
core sets excluded,
MH3.
which set or block would you choose? What type of deck would you build?"
Brute scale.
Okay. No, wait. Okay, other than MH3
Other than
and MH2 and MH1. Quit being a troll. How about a Mirrodin Affinity deck or an Ikoria Stompy deck? Kamigawa Ninjas, Antiquities Tron, AFR Initiative, and then the list that Elliot
the problem
came
is-
up with
Okay.
is
Well, because this is kind of like an episode topic we had somewhat talked about.
Ooh.
Yeah, a little bit.
This is
yeah.
not quite there, but it's close.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a Dominaria United Tellarian terror list with some good sized blockers and a bunch of good spells.
Okay, so let's look at this. It's like, well, what's the meat of what's going on in like some of the big
Decks.
decks?
Yeah.
The first thing that obviously that comes to mind is like the artifact lands.
Sure.
The artifact lands are absolutely huge. They're
Yeah.
a bonus of the format, if you ask me.
Right. And do we say that we get all of Mirrodin block and Mirrodin besieged block like all together, or are we thinking just like
scars?
Yeah, or
Well,
scar, yeah,
even
scars.
just Mirrodin's Frogmite, Mirror Enforcer,
Mirror Enforcer right there on its own.
Cranial Plate.
Yeah, there's a lot just
Well,
right there. Well,
we don't get cranial plating because I assume the ban list still applies.
probably. Yeah.
Um,
That's a Thoughtcast.
God,
Yeah, I
it
get
might
thought-
just be Mirrodin.
I think it's just
Yeah.
Mirrodin.
Yeah.
I seriously do. I
Probably
don't even know if
the
there's a whole lot
best.
to go into. Tron could be another one because you could actually look at it with a core set, not Antiquities.
okay.
You
he
could
did
look
say
at it
no
with one of the
core
Yeah,
core
he did
the-
say no corsets.
Oh, he said no core sets.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then
Yeah,
Tron
excluding
doesn't
core
apply.
sets.
Well, actually, Tron could apply. I don't know what like like some of these master sets look like that have Tron lands in them.
fair. That's true.
I don't know
Yeah.
what those look like. But those aren't like.
Those-
I don't.
those
I
might
think
be
that kind
pretty
of
good,
out of
though.
the spirit of what he's looking for.
Right.
Looking
That's
at
fair.
like mainline sets
Yeah,
that
yeah.
makes sense.
like
I-
Double Masters 2. Look at all these Pauper reprints.
Yeah, that's
of
why I was like,
downshift.
that's why I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I
Yeah.
get my Monastery Swiss Spirit and my Seeker of the Way in a set too. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's like,
pretty good. That's pretty good too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we're and those archetypes are like so much more powerful than regular draft archetypes too.
Yeah.
Like, everything's just a little
Yeah,
bit
I think the
juiced.
easiest, without going too deep into it, has got to be just
Mirrodin seems
Mirrodin.
pretty spicy.
Mirrodin's pretty good.
Yeah. If you do like blocks across a single plane, like Innistrad gives you a lot of stuff. Like you've got Flame Breather and Thermal Alchemist. You got Voldarian Epicure. You got Fiery Temper, Faithless Looting.
Okay.
So like you have some stuff there. You probably need to, fill in some gaps with some maybe not so good burn spells after that. But that's a good core.
You get strangled too.
Strangle, yeah.
It's a fan favorite there.
It does say take it literally.
Take it later.
No, that's an interesting one because we were
Yeah,
talking about
that's
that.
that's a cool thinker.
Yeah, we were talking about that like most impactful sets of Pauper 2 of all time, and then obviously like the MH stuff just springs to mind because with new standard sets, it's so hard to push that common level over. We talk about that a lot of Lightning Bolt, Counterspell, Brainstorm.
It's also kind of hard. Like you have to think. Another one thing that did come to mind is like, man, the mana fixing in some of those sets is not good.
No,
not good.
in modern card design too, and modern draft design, they talk about keeping the complexity like very low at common too. So
Yeah.
that's part of why we don't get a ton of playables until it's a UB set. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
to the moon.
Lord of the Rings would be a pretty good set for this.
Oh, yeah.
You got a lot of staples from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, all
Lambus,
the
Cast
land
and Fire, the Land Cyclers.
Land cycles are huge.
Yeah. I saw actually, I wanted to bring it up. There's a Mono Black Sacrifice list that got, I think, top 4 in one of the challenges this past weekend, and they had 2 copies of Sam's Desperate Rescue in their sideboard. It's a single black mana for a sorcery. It returns a creature from graveyard to hand, and then the ring tempts you, which is really, really nice to put on your Bloodthrone Vampire, so that when it attacks as a 1/1, your opponent basically can't block it unless they have like a plant
Blockable
token or a
and
spawn token. And then
Is that what that does?
yeah, the first ring tempt, you choose a ring bearer, and then the first ring tempt makes that ring bearer legendary, and yeah, basically Skull can't be blocked by creatures with power greater.
Well, let me ask this question: is that
Yeah.
any better than just like Unearth plus the card, like Unearth and Rite of Consumption, like they already exist?
Well, it also played those cards in the main deck.
Oh, okay.
I think that this is just an additional way, I think, to get through, just have additional ways to grind into the like mid to late game. But also, I think the ring tempts you part is huge.
I think that is pretty big in that, especially with that vampire starting.
Yeah,
out
because
a
it attacks as a 1/1, it gets through,
Yeah.
it's unblocked, and you just sack and make it huge.
Yeah, it's
make it
super
huge
cool.
hit, and then second main just Rite of Consumption it, and then boom, dead. Very cool. If anyone listening has thoughts on the set deck, definitely shout them out in in the Discord if you're around. That's a cool thought experiment.
Yeah. I love that Elliot basically just gets his own episode.
Well, he keeps emailing us. If y'all want to be featured on an email episode,
if you want your own episode,
send in some emails, fam.
commongroundmgpod@gmail.com.
Yeah.
That's in the description below, and our Discord with a question tab as well.
All right, from May 9th, Elliot says, "Happy birthday, Hippo. My grandma actually does call me Big E as a nickname." Which is adorable. I love that. This is actually a whole episode idea, which we can either I'll put it out here. We can either table it for a whole episode, or we can try just start unpacking it here. Okay. Strategies for playing wide creature decks against cards like Breath Weapon and Clarksville Shaman plus like Toxin, etc.
This is a classic aggro versus control kind of thing. This dance has been around for a long time. I'm sure we've all played in the era of Supreme Verdict, of when do you unload your hand against it. And a lot of the question is, can you beat the sweeper in there? Like, if you're able to, say you're on the rally side and you're holding back the a bushwhacker and a burning tree, and that's maybe like one more creature, that's what, 2, 4, 6, like 7 damage, and say you're just like sandbagging those 3 cards and then just like beating in with the other things, and you're just trying to bait out a sweeper, like, because you don't want to get Breath Weapon and get 0 damage out of your things.
Yeah.
It's, you kind of got to ask the question, it's, am I going to beat them if they have it regardless too? Like, if my only way to beat
you're not
them
going to play,
not
like, you
it.
can't play around things you can't beat.
Exactly, yeah. Like, if I can't beat them having the Breath Weapon at all, I'm not going to play around it. But if I can try to bait out a Breath Weapon early and maybe next turn go for my Bushwhacker turn, then I'm great, because something that happens with Fog Alive, while we're still in that tight mana constraint game, if they're just not playing a ton of things for me to Crypt Rats away, we saw Anna do this with Coggates versus Zac. She was playing one Squadron Hawk at a time and just basiliskating that. Because if you're going to fog the one creature every turn, who cares? Like, it doesn't matter. You're getting less values out your Tangles there, which is kind of interesting there. And then if you have to pop your Crypt Rats for one Squadron Hawk, and you know I have 3 more in my hand, that's a big feels bad there. So obviously it's a lot easier to do that with something like Basilisk Gate, but kind of just knowing what amount of pressure to apply is correct. And I think the more you play those decks, the easier that gets.
Yeah, I think so. And I think it can also sometimes come down to, like, there's a side of potentially baiting a sweeper if you are a deck that can interact with the sweeper, because like something like Rally Red, you don't usually have a lot of counterplay. Counterplay is exactly what you're saying, like, can I afford to hold cards back and survive after and rebuild? If you have ways to interact and you can kind of bait your opponent into firing off in a spot that actually wasn't that good for them, like, say you're the Elves deck, maybe you want to really prioritize getting your Timberwatch Elf down on turn 2. So, like, turn 1, play a Dork. Turn 2, play Timberwatch Elf before they get to their Breath Weapon mana. And then you can untap with Timberwatch Elf, play Quirion Ranger. Now you can save 2 creatures from a Breath Weapon, and they're untapping with 3 mana, and their Breath Weapon looks terrible. So, like, there's ways you can sequence into that. Like, things like Clarksville Shaman and Toxin Analysis, I think, are actually a lot easier to interact with than just, do they just have the Breath Weapon? Because the Breath Weapon just does the thing.
Yeah.
Against, these go wide decks outside of, X3s out of mono white occasionally. But the Clarksville thing, you can take out the Clarksville, you can counter the Toxin Analysis if toughness really matters.
There's more like interaction.
Yeah.
It has a lower floor but a much higher ceiling.
Yeah, it's still just like, if they have enough artifacts, it will still just kind of wipe you. So there at a certain point there isn't much you can do, but there is a little bit more counterplay with that sort of thing. And so sometimes if you can be presenting an aggressive enough clock and get them to do it in a spot where you are ready for it and you can catch them off balance, and then maybe you can get a whole other attack afterwards. There's spots like that can open up too.
And Long River Days, you remember when Mono White used to play that little morph enchantment? It was the morph thing that flipped over. It's just like, you were gonna drown in sorrow, or before even drown in sorrow, or the OG sweepers. It's like JK +0+1.
Okay, yeah. It's a morph that you can flip over for 1 and a white, and it gives all your creatures +0/+1.
And there's only one set that could be from Future Sight.
I am dying. I should know what that is.
That's Future Sight, right? It has to be. It's a morph that's an enchantment.
Because there's also another really cool card that doesn't see a lot of play.
Silk Armor.
Huh?
I thought you were going to say Spider Silk Armor.
No, from that set that also doesn't see a lot of play, but is also a really unique effect. I'm trying to remember what it is too. That one's like it's like if you control like a planes or your opponent controls a planes, you can like pay no mana for this and just like destroy an enchantment or something like that.
Oh, okay.
It's a pretty unique effect. I can't remember what the partition scorn is. That the card?
That's the one. If you've cast another white spell, then it's free.
Okay, that's the card.
Yeah. That's destroy all enchantments.
Yeah. Okay, that's what it is. I cannot remember this card. It's in my box in there. Yeah. I just don't remember the name of the card.
Mono White's kind of strayed away from that just because you make a million clues to rebuild if you need it.
Also, you're pretty well insulated from Wrath in the format just by nature of how your decks. Most of these decks are constructed. All of them, like if you're a go wide white deck, you play Prismatic Strands, which gets around.
So that's a big one.
The like biggest parts of Wrath in the format, like the breath weapons. You can also get your Uncrypt Rats too, and also in your deck, or also gets Clarksville Shaman if you want to go down that route.
You got a bunch of flyers.
Yeah, your deck already plays flyers, so you
your
just get
Guardian's Pledge deck if you absolutely need to,
or it's Remosian Rally, so you can also just like a free way to get outside of a Wrath.
But Strands has just outclassed that card for a long time, but that's also another good card to mention too for this go wide versus sweeper thing, especially for Pauper, is Strands.
Yeah, Strands is huge.
It hits the breath weapons, it hits the Clarksville Shaman, hits the Crypt Rats like Hippo mentioned. It just doesn't hit the like Black Arms of Adar and Drown in Sorrow, which don't see like
a ton of
that much play.
The like black like quote mid-rangey decks are not like super popular currently.
Like I would say Gardens is the most. It's not like,
but they don't even necessarily play like Arms of Adar. They just play like,
and that's a deck like you can win a tournament and not see a copy of too. So it's pretty like it's not like the most common thing in the world, but that's another important card, and that's really fun too. Once you have that, I always think Strands is a very fun gameplay piece because I've gotten some like cheeky plays where my opponent thought they would be able to live a turn, and I'm like, JK, Thraben Charm your graveyard on your end step to like get rid of your Strands that was in your graveyard.
Yep. And
so like it creates a really fun counterplay from both sides.
Strands is a super cool card.
Mm-hmm. And then you could try to get if you're on the red side versus Strands, I've played games where I'm trying to bolt something just so I can like bait a Strands like without a stack and I can breath weapon you. So it's kind of funny, but like Strands v like red deck just creates this weird bait and switch game for like both sides really, which can be pretty fun.
Which has especially been fun. Like I have been playing the Skates deck a little bit more and getting to just naturally mill them over while picking up like a really cool card off your like Rumble effects is really sweet.
It's fun when your opponent forgets about them too.
Oh yeah.
And you just get to pick your graveyard up and turn a creature sideways and like yeah. I'm Yumba.
Do you remember?
You got any other things to add for that go wide verse?
No, I think
just learning. Just like kind of over like just learn your spot.
Yeah. And don't play scared too.
Yeah.
Like y'all said, if you don't think you can beat it, just keep attacking. Just keep turning them sideways.
And sometimes you do just like really got to play like they don't have it, and they don't always have it. And sometimes they'll have it and you'll lose. And
guess
what? Well, you'll live.
Yeah. It happens.
Yeah. I have yet to die from a Magic game yet.
Yeah, yet.
Just wait, Baltimore.
There is the harbor right there.
I'm gonna Seto Kaiba the crap out of this. I saw such a funny thing of like he's sitting down with like the Kaiba Corp CEO people.
Oh, the board.
Yeah, and
the big five.
The big five.
I remember this. Don't worry.
I know, like, but it was like dubbed over, and they're like, Kaiba, we don't even own the game. We just make accessories for it. He's like, yes, but the hologram should hurt people. And he's like, it costs us so much money to make new holograms every time a new set comes out. And they're just like trying to talk them out of stuff. And he's like, we're going to rent out a whole city. The entry fee will be free. You see, the loser gives the winner their rarest card. But how do we make money? The finals will be on a blimp.
On a remote island.
Oh my god.
it was I'll have to send you it because then there are some.
That's really fun.
That season is gas though.
Oh my god,
Battle City?
dude! Battle
That's the
City,
best-
Battle City
that's
is
the
gas.
That's
The
the
ma-
best.
The first two
Warriors?
seasons are insane.
the Magnet Warriors.
Oh yeah, the beta alpha.
Yep.
Gamma.
Yeah.
Those things were sick. All right,
All right.
Elliot, bring it on.
All right, next question. Howdy. I am interested to hear your thoughts on abandoned attachments versus ponder in Terror. I specifically play Demir. Every list that I see plays 4 Brainstorm, 4 Mental Note, and 4 Thought Scour. Many lists are also running 3 to 4 abandoned attachments. I personally prefer ponder more. Reasons. 1. I often played abandoned attachments at sorcery speed to take advantage of my draw step happening, therefore trigger Snacker.
Yep.
Ponder is a sorcerer already. Abandoned attachments can trigger Snacker on their end step if you also Thought Scour or Mental Note, making Snacker cost 2 cards in my mind. Ponder is better at setting up the 8 mill to draw 1 cards instead of having to do it blindly. 3. Except in the case of discarding Snacker or extra lands late game, I found that I didn't like to discard anything else. 4. Playing a mill to draw 1 card puts 3 cards in the graveyard instead of just the 2 cards that abandoned attachment puts in the yard, being itself and 1 other, which you want to be Snacker, which doesn't count towards Terror's cost. Can you tell? I really don't like this card. 5. Ponder costs 1 and abandoned attachment costs 2. I recognize that none of you play this deck on a regular basis, but I would value your opinion. Looking to up my performance with the deck. I was like, my brain did a short circuit. I was like, hang on, there's got to be a reason Elliot worded it this way. All right, Elliot's very good with punctuation and capitalization, so I'm like,
No, he didn't say happy birthday to Hippo on that one.
No,
so
that's true.
that's pretty rude, Elliot.
Okay,
we'll start with there.
points docked
Wow, I feel
for
so
no
unseen.
happy birthday. There was a bit of a discussion of this. So a bit of this discussion went down on Discord too. I remember around this time that Elliot was trying to suss out abandoned attachments versus ponder. I do think the having a way to get the Snacker out of your hand is. I mean, you can cast Snacker, but casting Snacker isn't always the best use of your mana in the Blue-Black Terror deck.
When you can put it in play and draw cards, it's better.
Yeah, when you can do that, if you can hold up, like the end step thing where you're holding up counter, like you got 3 mana up and you're holding up a counter spell, or they don't do anything super relevant. You go like, okay, Mental Note, abandoned attachments, thoughts, discard the Snacker, get the Snacker back, like. It does come up.
I will say, like, pretty late, like, late game, like, if we're, like, both top decking, all that fun stuff, and maybe I don't have, like, Snackers in yards for whatever reason, I think, or maybe even if I do, I'd rather abandoned attachment than, but if you top deck, you top deck abandoned attachment, that's nothing for that turn. You have to wait till next turn to use it. I'd rather top deck a ponder in that situation. And there are really awkward spots where you don't have a Snacker, and you also, like,
Don't have like a land to
I say
pitch or
you're
something.
missing like your 4th land drop or whatever, and you like just need to like dig for something, and it's like it's not the best card in that
You're
scenario.
also looking
You
at
just need to
fewer
do it.
cards overall.
Yep, you are. But again, getting the Snacker into play and going up on cards technically, because it's card even, because you're getting rid of the abandoned attachment and a Snacker, but the Snacker's on the battlefield, and so you're seeing 2 brand new cards and have something on the battlefield, which is really nice. I did read this email, and it was funny. I went looked at list, and a list that top beta challenge like was playing 2 ponder to abandoned attachments. So he's not the only one that had this thought as well. So I don't think it's a crazy thought. The card can feel clunky. It's definitely a very low floor but high ceiling kind of thing. As Thomas mentioned, the being able to do in your opponent's turn is pretty big, and it's not a downside if you have to Thought Scour and cast this card, because you want to cast Thought Scour anyway. So, that's my initial
It's one way
thoughts
to
on
get
it.
to the 3 cards. I think typically you see ponders in the deck lists that are also playing Delver of Secrets, because ponder is another really good way alongside Brainstorm to set up the Delver flip ahead of time. It's certainly not exclusive to that though. I do kind of like the point of, the late game, a ponder is going to be a better rip off the top if you're empty-handed. I think that's definitely a point in ponder's favor. I don't know how often that's going to happen in this deck. This deck is pretty good at keeping up with at least a couple of relevant cards in hand throughout the game.
Yeah. It gets grindy in the affinity matchups.
Oh, yeah. I imagine Jun to some extent too.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's interesting. I think the getting the turn 2, it's awkward because for me, I would almost always want to be holding up 2 mana on turn 2 with the style of deck that Terra is almost always. It's certainly not going to be a always thing. So sometimes tapping out on at sorcery speed on turn 2 to do the abandoned attachment sneaky snacker thing, sometimes that can put you behind in some matchups where you'd rather kind of hold up interaction.
But I guess it's what are you dying to interact with on that turn?
Cleansing Wildfire, a draw 2 against Mono Red Madness.
Yeah. And I'm
an Overgrown Battlement.
Okay with those happening, I think. For the most part, Overgrown Battlement's the bad one. But again,
Priest of Titania.
You are a cast down deck. So the worst case scenario, if they play if they're on the play and they tap out and put their Gutter Snipe.
You're a snuff out deck too, I guess.
Yeah,
so yeah.
Yep.
So I guess the creature's not that huge of a deal.
So worst case scenario, if they play Gutter Snipe on 3 or their Priest of Titania, hopefully you have the cast down on your next turn. Then again, you are tapping on your turn, but they'll be your turn 3. And again, hopefully you're saving their counter spells, so higher impact cards later in the game.
It's obviously good. Sneaky Snacker's a very, very good card, and it's really good to be able to get it out as early as possible and just start clocking.
Agreed.
But yeah, I think I like the flexibility. I think of holding mana open. But I think you can do both in the blue-black deck. So just play the attachments and also be able to hold up interaction early. Doesn't have to be an early snacker. Mono Red Madness really likes an early snacker, very consistently.
Oh, yeah.
The blue-black deck, it's okay if you get a snacker a little bit down the line, I think.
The other thing too with the 2/2 split, which is kind of interesting, the abandoned attachments might fit itself better as a late game card, where maybe on turn 2 you are casting your sneaky snacker, or on turn 4 you're holding up 2 mana and casting a sneaky snacker, or turn 3 playing a terror and a sneaky snacker. Whatever, you get the point. You play a sneaky snacker early in the game, and then later in the game, maybe you have 2 or 3 cards left. You rip an abandoned attachment, you play that, and you bring back 2 snackers you casted earlier.
Yeah.
It can just be a quick bam bam burst energy, and it doesn't matter you tapping on your turn for it if it's already later in the game. So in the 2/2 split kind of makes it so you see them later in the game anyway. It might be a better late game card, so we're not tapping out super early. But just a thought.
Yeah, no, I'm into it.
Any thoughts on that?
This is specifically in relation to blue-black terror?
Yeah.
Okay. So blue-black terror is a deck that inherently wants to go a little bit longer. So I think playing towards having a bigger game plan like that is probably going to work out just fine, because you're obviously you're inherently slower. Your mana's worse. But you make up for that with being able to do some pretty powerful things, and this is a deck that just can cast Sneaky Snacker too. But just getting it back at instant speed is pretty another an additional way to get it back at instant speed is pretty huge. I think. I think I'm an abandoned attachments person. That was actually is a deck that I really would like to pick up again at some point, because I just haven't got to touch it in a while.
It is a fun deck.
It is a sweet deck. I just haven't got to play it.
Your Jund matchup's pretty abysmal.
Oh yeah, I know. And the Cat Gardens deck. That might be worse actually.
Yeah,
that one's pretty hideous.
Yeah. But casting Sneaky Snacker is fun. Just casting it. It's so weird. It's aha!
you feel big brained.
Yeah.
This card has another mode.
Carson and I did that in his blue-black affinity list that we played at that win a duel, the Abjure list. Snacker was really good in that deck.
Yeah.
That seems. I think I would lean toward playing abandoned attachments.
I think the list I played 3 of them too, and so if you're more of a ponder gamer, I don't think there's anything wrong going 2 and 2 though.
Yeah.
I would have some copies though, because the instant speed is nice. Instants are nice.
Who knew?
Nice.
Who knew? Yeah.
Who knew? Interacting on your opponent's turn is pretty good.
It's part of the greatness of Magic.
That's true.
But then you have a card that can blue blast.
That is true.
Bring it on.
Yeah, do it. I can blue blast your blue blast.
Yeah.
No, I guess not anybody, unless your dad named. I can blue blast his blue blast, and he'll counter back.
Which one can you target anything with? Which one's the if it's blue destroyed?
Oh, it's the pyros and hydros.
Pyros and hydros, yeah.
Pyro and hydro work.
I can never remember. All right.
It's true. Our final question we'll get to today, sent in just 3 days ago. He's a madman.
Love it.
Says, happy birthday, Hippo.
There we
All
go.
right, we're back on track.
We're 3 for 4.
All right, we forgive you. We
We're
forgive
back.
you.
75%. That's pretty good.
Episode
passing.
130 featuring Elliot.
That's pretty good. Has Pauper become more about sideboard construction and less about main deck construction? While trying to Moxfield myself to sleep, I enjoy looking at older deck lists I've built and updating them to today's meta. When I do that, I will almost always update the sideboard and leave the main deck intact. The meta is just so wide that having an answer to everything seems impossible. With my current main deck, I'm choosing 3 to 4 of my weakest matchups and constructing my sideboard to that. I feel like I'm losing a lot of 50-50 matchups in doing so. Any advice?
Repeat that last part one. I'm sorry.
The meta is just so wide that having an answer to everything seems impossible. With my current main deck, I'm choosing 3 to 4 of my weakest matchups and constructing my sideboard to that.
Okay.
I feel like I'm losing a lot of 50-50 matchups in doing so.
Love
Gotcha.
this question.
Yeah, this is great.
I think it has become more prevalent now than probably ever. The cards that are impactful are there for a reason. Like the Haymakers are there. Cards like Dust to Dust, cards like the blast effects and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, you're kind of playing with these constraints on like, if you're playing these colors, you must play these cards kind of thing. Like, if you are playing blue, you are required to play blue, basically required to play blue blast. If you're playing red, you are required to play red blasts. White strands, assuming you aren't already playing them in the main. Things like that, like, or dust to dust, things of that nature. I think that might be the case, and to the point of the things have gotten so wide. I mean, we noted that, or I noted that when that one little Twitter comment like happened, and I was like, yeah, that's a good point. And then Skura backed it up saying that was the case. It's like, oh, it's too wide for a really, really big spike to want to play Pauper necessarily because of how flat things may be in reality. Because there are so many playable decks, which is part of why we all like it. But
to this point, this kind of illustrates something very similar to what Elliot's saying here. I'm going to use Mono Red Madness as an example. Some results that came in over the past weekend. This is second place Bristol Pauper League over in England. They had an IPT. And the second place Mono Red Madness burn list, they went 7-2-1, and they have kind of like the stock list as it's come out. You know, they have the Epicures, 3 Gutter Snipe, 3 Fire Blast.
Main deck's pretty solved.
Main deck is fairly solved. And then the sideboard is pretty much what you've tended to see in leagues. 6 Red Blasts of some combination, 3 Relics, 3 Cast in the Fire, 3 Searing Blaze. That's been like kind of the stock. Some people don't play Relics, they play End the Festivities.
Some
people smash instead of Cast in the Fire, but that's like kind of the sideboard. In contrast, the Mono Red Madness list that won the challenge on June 5th, this is Alessandro Pericini, who I went 9-0 with Mono Red Madness. This is the main deck is different. There's no Epicures. It's 4 ofs all the way down, and it's 20 mountains. But the sideboard is very, very different. The sideboard is only 4 Pyroblasts, 4 Relics, 4 Electrickery, so you can do the like End the Festivities wipe on their turn if you pay 2 mana, and 3 Campfire for the mirror, which I thought I've been talking about. Like I had a couple copies of Campfire in my Madness sideboard for a little while.
I mean, they are playing the extra lands to kind of help facilitate this too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Not terrible.
Yeah.
Well, and they're playing on the draw too still.
Yeah.
Playing.
Okay. Yeah. All 4. It's 4 ofs. The whole deck is 4 ofs, and there's just no Epicures.
So you just go. Yeah. It's like you just move the Epicures into 2 lands and then
2 lands, 1 Fire Blast, 1 Gutter Snipe. Yep.
You just do. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it can go into the late game. I 03 dropped a league with this list, but that's just me.
Hell yeah, dog.
But to the point of the sideboard construction is massively different, because Alessandro's going into this knowing, okay, like it's Magic Online, the mirror is going to be really popular, so they're going in with Campfires, bringing the Pyroblast numbers down, because like the terror numbers, there's still, there's a handful of pilots still doing really well, but overall it's not showing up as much. And then Electrickery, being able to interact on your opponent's turn, feeling really powerful, both against elves and fairies. Yeah.
One thing to note, actually, like, is really committal. I know it's not like a huge presence in the minigame. It was one thing for like trickery is it's really committal for the Boggles opponent to do stuff. It's like forces them to use their mana, and then you're just like, oops, here's on your turn.
Yeah.
So, they're not. So they don't have like a whole turn to redeploy another thing and then get like another aura down.
Yeah, the one versus 2 mana could be detrimental.
It can. No argument there. I think that's just not something that came with
yeah, no, I agree. But just to Elliot's point of just like the main deck scene, not a ton of difference besides the Epicure differences between these two lists, but the sideboards are pretty drastically different in terms of like what they're specifically targeting. So I think there is some truth to that people are like a lot of these main decks are kind of solved. We're seeing some like innovations like Terror's trying out Delverless builds with some extra interaction. There's some stuff changing, but for the most part, I think the sideboard construction is really, really important for most competitive formats. Like you have to be able to cover these things. Like you were saying, James, like you need if you're a white deck, you should be playing Dust to Dust. Unless Affinity's an easy
to that
matchup,
point, because the metagame is so flat, there are concessions that you just have to make. Like it's not worth me devoting a sideboard slot to this thing that I know I cannot beat.
I was going to bring that up too.
Like, yeah, I can't think of anything right off the top of my head, but I just can't.
I played 12 plus 15 plus sideboard games against Brute. He was playing Mono Red Madness, and I was playing Fog.
Yeah.
And I want to play all sideboard games, all me on the draw.
Yeah.
And I had 10 cards, 8 cards I was bringing in. I'm like, I think I won.
At some point, you just have to go, this isn't worth it.
I won like 2 of those games. Yeah. And that's where I came to. I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, that's...
Like if I'm bringing this deck, I will lose to Mono Red Madness, and maybe I'll win games where they miss their 3rd land drop. Mm-hmm. And those will be the games I win, and I'm okay with that. This is my 30% matchup. It's terrible.
Yeah, but you're 1, and then you just have to go, okay, well, then that's just the one I lose to.
Exactly.
Because you're not going to play against it every single round
No.
of the tournament.
And then if I pull a Devin Northcutt and I show up with Cycling Sword and play against Mono Blue Fairies 3 rounds in a row, so be it. I wasn't going to win the tournament that day.
Yeah, it's a day. Exactly. But yeah, at some point, like, there are decks thinking, like, I think more so in like local metas, you can kind of get away with doing some of that because you can, like, we do it every week. I mean, we just like, who do we think is like, what decks do we think these X number of people are going to be playing? Oh, I'll play cards for that.
And we had a whole episode where
every week.
I think it's our second most popular episode. If you haven't listened to it, go listen. It's insane with our buddy Ryan. Analyzing
one
metagames.
GOAT.
That is a really cool episode.
So he's just smarter than all of us. And
agreed.
Yes, he's very smart.
He's analyzing like data points, and then basically the conclusion of his whole entire episode is make meta considerations for your sideboards and main deck. You could take the biggest takeaway is like you don't need to just like copy and paste a single list.
Right.
And I don't think Elliot's like that. Elliot's very much a thinker.
Yeah.
Yes.
So just being considerate about what you think you're going to run into. Like, damn, we can almost put 2 people on Monstertron in our league every week. So it's
basically,
like, if I only care about doing well in my league, and it's like, if I'm playing just Guy Femrite, should I be playing Wildfires in my sideboard? Should I be playing just Guy Wildfire, period? Just go back to that older version. Maybe it's just better if there's 2 out of 16 people are on Tron, but again, that is a bigger sample.
I did play against both of them last week.
That is hilarious.
you did.
And did you have Cleansing Wildfire in your sideboard too?
I was playing Mono Red Dredge. Oh. So no. No.
Oh,
I split matches though.
You'll love this one.
But Devin beat me.
You'll love this one I'm sorry to derail for a second.
That's okay.
In round 3 of last week, played against Hunter. He's playing Mono Red Madness. John branded it to him. I was playing Green White Gates, and I got 2-0'd.
You got 2-0'd on Green White Gates? Damn, really?
Yeah, every turn I was like, I have like this piece of thing to stop me from just dying. I was like, but I'm not progressing the board state. I have got to do so. I can't just sit here forever. And it's the turn that I do that, and it's the turn I die each game. And I'm like, you are absolutely kidding me.
Well, see, when you give the most powerful burn deck in the format to a very, very good combo player, it's gonna you're gonna have those games.
Yeah, I mean, he was just like, okay, well, all right, I'll just lose. That's fine.
That deck's so good. Maybe we should play in that.
The Vanus deck? Yeah, it's really disgusting. Not enough people play it.
Especially if this Hawkeye's bow thing takes off. Lava Dart stocks go up.
Yeah.
I really enjoy versatile sideboard slots too. Cast and Fire might be one of my favorite cards.
Yes.
I feel so safe with that card on my sideboard. I'm like, I get cards against fairies. You, Kyle, I get cards against artifacts. Kyle knows Romans.
I get some of those too. It's like I enjoy Cast the Fire too. I don't get to play it near as often as you do, but I enjoy Casting the Fire. My big like safeguard card is like, this is always gonna be a Thraben Charm.
Yeah,
because it's not always a main deck card. Like it's not every white deck has to play that card in main. Like the tribe deck, for example. Like, but having that card, you feel like, no, I just feel a little insulated against a lot of things.
I thought with the Fog deck,
Heritage Reclamation's another good one. Like the modal cards are just all good.
When I brought the Fog deck to the Affinity Games thing, I thought about a Drownosaur or a Breath Weapon in my main board. I knew there's going to be fairies there. I knew there's going to be elves there. So I'm like, maybe I do just want one of these where I don't, like, when it's too early to like, slam a Cryptrats on 3 or whatever. And like some people were like, 2 people were on Rally too. So this would have been a great call. And where it's like, okay, I can't really slam this on 3 against Rally and say go or whatever. It's just get bolted and you get ran over. So a Breath Weapon would have been like a good segue to setting me up for a Cryptrats turn. And so like that's another thing where it's just like you know your local meta, what people like to play, and you can tweak your main deck towards that. Hippo and I, when we both played Jund Wildfire, we
both like literally ended up on the same 60.
Yeah,
like this exact same. We played the fourth cast down turned into a Terminate because we're both petrified of
Guardian of
the Guildpact.
We need an answer on that.
Good.
And then I actually played a card in my sideboard for the mirror too, or sorry, wrong deck. I was thinking of the mirror for the Guardian.
Oh yeah,
I'm thinking of the Guardian mirror. I played
a
a copy of Unmake in my sideboard. I was like, it's a clean answer.
Yep.
There you go. I've been liking Fanged Flames.
Yeah.
I heard you talking about. Yep, that card's sick.
But this one doesn't make me have to name my gates different colors.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, yeah, definitely. I was trying to think about that. Is an interesting sideboard. I don't know if like sideboard's more important than main deck. Like I think people
okay. Let me keep things linear. So like if you are most Pauper decks have like a proactive game plan at this point.
Agreed.
Realistically.
Yep.
Okay. Are we like doing things to keep the deck proactive in the way that it's meant to be proactive, or are we detracting from that and like making metagame calls for whatever their room may be?
Yeah,
like, is that what you're doing?
And there definitely, I think if you're playing a more reactive deck, you get more room to fiddle with your answers. Like if you are playing something like Jeskai Ephemerate, you get to mess around more in your your main deck.
That's part of what makes you want to play those decks.
Yeah, versus if you are playing Mono Red Madness, you don't see a lot of like again the big.
You want to see these cards every single time, every game.
The big changes are they on 3 Gutter Snipes or are they on 3 Faithless Lootings or 3 Fire Blast? Like that. Those are the that's it.
The main deck is solved, and it does kind of come down to the sideboard. Yeah, like in some ways the Relics of Progenitus are in that deck, for instance, are an interesting choice of like, are you going to risk exiling your own stuff? You know, like that's a deck that maybe you don't want to do that sometimes. I think that there's also some consideration in sideboard construction of decks that choose niche cards that synergize better with the deck as a whole versus the most efficient cards possible. Like End the Festivities versus Fang Dragon. Fang Dragon specifically in decks that cast like Winding Way and Lead the Stampede. Like sometimes the Spy deck will splash red for a couple cards, and Fang Dragon is often one of these cards. Fang Dragon, it's like a 6 or 7 mana like 6/3 flyer, but its adventure spell is a 2 mana red sorcery that's basically End the Festivities. Deals 1 damage to each creature your opponent controls.
It's a really sweet card for the. I was like, I played in the 5-color Dredge deck.
Yeah, good in Dredge. It's a good sideboard option for the mono red Dredge deck that I've been playing a little bit. And for your Winding Way Lead the Stampede decks, this covers a lot of things like Masked Vandal, Fairy Macabre, having good sideboard considerations that are also that synergize with what your deck is already doing. They're creatures, you can draw them with your draw spells, versus something like End the Festivities is technically the most efficient version of that. Or like, you know, if you want an instant like Electrickery.
So if you want like another example of like efficiency versus function, a card like Shenanigans is a card we like mentioned about the tribe. Like the tribe deck, it's like, okay, cool. This is like it functions super well in the deck.
Yeah.
Is it the most efficient thing you're doing? Maybe not necessarily.
No.
Your deck already does play a ton of draw twos, so you can just keep getting it back, keep getting it back, keep getting it back. I mean, like you have that. So is it a functionality thing for it to be like better for your deck or more mana efficient? Like there's two ways to look at that,
Right.
Because I remember I was just talking about like keeping things linear, and it's like, do you want to do the game plan?
Right, because that
usually
plays to
things
the game
are
plan.
it's usually part of the
Or
game.
synergizes with the game plan.
Same-
Yeah. I think we said the same thing in different ways.
I will add to that, like main board versus sideboard. Consider like what's like more important. Like obviously both like play their roles. I like Hippo's point of like obviously you're proactive. It's like you want to keep your game plan proactive, and then the reactive decks tend to like, yeah, you can fill up the main deck a little bit more for like what answers you need. But I feel like a lot of times something new will pop up at a challenge, a new deck will pop up at a challenge, and that's the shiny thing. Everybody wants to try that out, like the Jeskai Ephemerate deck, like per se. It's really hard to tell and know is this for sure the correct build of this deck. We've seen a few different builds of it.
There's so many.
Yeah.
And it's how many percentage points are you losing if you're playing like this, like the Preordain versus Brainstorm versions. Like it's like what's the correct version? I don't think anybody really knows. And it's like I don't know if there is.
It's just a play style.
And I don't think there is a correct answer to it. It's so hard to know that kind of thing. So that's always interesting to me. And Matt, I've brought up that point before. It's like good cards are good. Like if you're playing good cards and that fits your game plan, it's like, well, Ponder versus
Abandoned Attachments.
It's like you can only go so. Both of those cards are very good cards in that strategy. So it's like you can only mess it up so bad. At doing that. But a lot of times these lists just get like copy and pasted, and it's hard to see like the innovation through it and even know what is the correct version of the deck kind of thing. It's interesting to think about. I
also wanted to call out Elliot mentions picking sideboard cards based on the 3 to 4 weakest matchups and try and basing it off of that, as well as I'm sure some general stuff like a blue deck will have some blue blasts and et cetera, et cetera. I kind of want to caution folks a little, kind of similar to what I believe you were saying, Cameron, about when you were testing for Fog versus Madness. Just if a matchup it just is truly like horrible, like it might not even be worth sideboard slots. Like
That's been my point.
Yeah,
it's like, I've said that for years. It's like if you can't beat it,
right?
You just can't beat it.
Like when you laughed at my Circle of Protection blue.
I thought that I think that card is bad. I mean, it's seen play.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to be au contraire for content.
in Jeskai.
Oh, in Jeskai, it's sick. For terror,
and it also won me the mirror match because all the creatures are blue in the mirror.
Wait, do you have the copy of my deck still?
No.
Oh, I had that
on Magic
Oh,
Online.
I had it in my sideboard too. So I thought this was
I got that idea from you.
Okay, that's cool.
I cut the cop red, but I think the cop blue is actually pretty,
well, you know what made me play
gas.
the cop blue?
The what?
You know what made me play the cop blue?
What?
It was a foil 7th edition. And so I wanted to play the foil 7th
That's
edition.
pretty good.
I have a cool Ice Age copy.
I have a fair amount of copies because I got them from the same pile you probably got yours from.
Maybe.
I think so.
It's possible.
No,
I've had mine for a little while.
Oh, Austin just has a stack of cop blues. Or he has a stack of cops.
Oh,
Austin?
Walker?
Yes.
Why?
He just has a stack of cops.
Why?
I ask him.
That's
And so he literally one time he posted, he's like, anybody need any Circle of Protections? I have a stack of them, and then he just sends a picture with an actual stack of them.
I didn't know that.
And so I messaged him. I was like, hey, I need some. I'll
take 2 of each.
I was like, actually, I do need some, as a matter of fact.
Funny.
Yeah.
I agree with that point. Looking back to that though, if it's unwinnable, Pauper lends itself more than other formats to more polarized matchups. So every deck. We've talked about this before when Thomas and I were considering what we're going to play for Baltimore. It's both of us get in this train of like, ooh, if I play this, like, oh, what if I just like run into this and this? I could just like ruin my tournament. Like if I play Fog and I run into Mono Red Madness first 2 rounds. Like, okay, my tournament's kind of over at that point. And that's just like part of what you're doing with signing up for Pauper. So
Yeah,
you know.
I can say
Does Mono Red matchup have any like really bad
like really bad matchups.
What-
Like
what's
the
its
white
worst?
decks are pretty tough.
Not even all the white decks. I think it's
Not all of them, but
because like
some of them.
Strands is only so good on a turn. Like you can just kind of get around Strands a little bit. It's like outside of that, is it that good? Like I think it's like you have to find specifically like the big like chunks of life gain that come with the aggressive decks. Boggles, for example.
Yeah,
I think
Boggles is
Boggles
probably
is like a pretty
good.
heinous matchup.
Mono White Heroic,
Mono White Heroic,
with
I'll
the
stick to the
pro
other
red
one.
thing.
Yeah, the pro red enchantment. It's like
Yeah.
good luck, idiot.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's a 30% win
Spirit
rate against
Link.
Mono Red Rally out of 256 matches.
What does?
That's I
White
mean it's just
Weenie?
faster.
Mono Red Madness versus Rally.
Just
Oh
faster.
yeah.
Rally
Rally
just
does
kicks the
kind
crap out
of.
of
Yeah,
it.
it's got a tough. I mean, that's why it plays
Boggles
the
27%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Boggle, that's
Yeah,
a
there
truly
you go.
heinous matchup. You're sub 30%. That's heinous.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty
don't
bad.
sign in cards for Boggles. If you play like there you go. There's an example. I don't even know what you would bring, but don't.
No.
4 electric
You
crease,
could-
4
if-
in the festivity.
If you're playing in the
Don't.
festivities, bring it in. But
Yeah.
you're probably gonna lose because they probably also have some like additional protection from red creatures to bring in.
yeah, they
too.
have, like-
at that point,
like
it's
there's that bird
The
or whatever.
Freewind Falcon.
If you're playing
Yeah.
Boggles, why the hell are you playing those creatures? It's probably not what's carrying you. They already can't. Why do they play the pro red creatures?
See that's a good point. That's a good question.
You're already-
it beats Clark Clan. I mean, you're already beating Clark Clan because it's a flyer, but it beats.
Oh, I
assuming
guess-
they give it lose flying. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess.
I guess it's a
Okay,
good.
so
It's a good pro red creature. I don't know. It flies.
Clark Clan can hit your Boggles.
Yeah, Clark Clan. That's
Okay,
the
there
biggest
you go.
reason I think is the why. That's my assumption. It worked.
That-
It worked out well for me against
that makes
Centillus
sense.
the one time I did it.
'Cause I would see
So-
people. Yeah, I see people bringing him against like the Mono Red Madness and stuff. I'm like, that can't be why that's there. Because I'm like, you're just all your creatures against Mono Red Madness are basically pro red. Anyway,
I mean, essentially,
Yeah.
but I say aside from Clark Clan, like Clark Clan,
that
being
that
one
makes
of the bigger
no
ones,
sense.
and like the 1 damage spells, basically.
Yep. Well, no, that doesn't make sense. Because if I'm playing against Grixis Affinity, I don't think I want them. Because then they're just going to cast down it.
Grixis Affinity does not play cast down.
Or John, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Oh, okay.
John
I think,
Affinity.
I think
Yeah.
I think more people played Affinity in the
Yeah,
broader
okay,
spectrum
so
of
you-
things, but
Grixis has a hard time killing it.
yeah, Grixis basically cannot kill that.
Gotcha. 'Cause
There you
it's-
go.
They just play Galblast and
They Galblast munitions,
Park.
Clark Clan Shaman in the
No
main.
black removal.
Not in the main.
Okay, so there you go.
Sometimes they play
Mm-hmm.
maybe like an extracted confession
All right,
in
so
board.
post board
Or I mean, they can. I mean, it just like also like there's some list of Affinity that play like a way different sideboard than like what Luffy plays,
yeah.
for example. So I mean, it's like and it's a pretty customizable sideboard because there's a lot of powerful cards across the bandwidth in those colors.
Yeah.
So because you have to also dedicate a fair amount of your sideboard almost pretty consistently to the blast effects. So you are like that is a heavy part of your sideboard. So you only have like so many flex slots to go with too.
In green. Well, Elliot, I hope we sufficiently answered your emails through it.
Yeah. A lot of good thinkers.
Also, I just aged 3 years in one podcast episode. Jesus.
Yeah,
Happy birthday.
if Elliot keeps emailing, we're gonna have a geriatric hippo.
We're not far off, anyways.
I wanted to give one more quick shout out. We
Elliot's
had
got to change your
one other. We had one other email come in from Michael Russo from the RIW crew.
Nice.
They recently had another one of their major events up at the RIW store. They had 60 players.
Nice.
And we have a little document here with the top 16. Michael did make a top 8 with Hunter's Infect list, the monogreen
that's
Infect
cool.
list. Very cool. Nick Norman, a noted Gardens aficionado, just outside the cut in 9th place. There were 4 blue-black terrorists in their top 8. Michael on Infect, a Red Madness player.
Ooh, that's
in
a
5th.
rough.
Yeah, the
rougher Infect.
Yeah,
if
the
you have
blue-black
4 blue-black terrors.
Yeah, the blue black terrors are in
stuff out
7th
deck.
and 7th and 8th, and in 3rd and 4th. A Red Madness player in 5th. Grixis Affinity took 2nd place. Looks pretty close to Luffy's list, except a couple cast downs in the board. So little bit of a difference. Look at that.
What was first?
First place is Monored Rally, Chad K, 702, undefeated.
Damn,
A
dude.
couple Ginger Brutes in the deck. We love to see
Showing
Ginger
up
Brutes.
and turning
I think that card's
sideways.
good.
Yeah, and notably, they had a couple copies of Mind Collapse in the sideboard, which turns out pretty good against 5/5 snakes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is
Damn,
true.
dude.
very cool. They got a Suplex in the board. I like that.
I'm a big fan of that card.
Yeah, a couple relics, a
They
couple
got a-
chain
they
lightnings.
got a
in the
snake
main.
problem up there.
There's a lot of. I mean, it's a good deck.
Yeah.
It's a good deck.
Yeah.
Somebody call Samuel Jackson.
I'm tired of these snakes on the
Pauper tournaments.
Pauper tournament. I'm so excited for Pauper.
I am too. I'm excited to play Thursday.
I have work until 9. I won't be there.
I have a tattoo appointment at 1.
But I did make top 8 of the league
with
only like
How
4
far behind am I
weeks.
now? After
speaking
No, you're just in
speaking of your
God.
tattoo, I had something funny come up on Friday. I wanted to talk to you about.
Ooh, fun. Excited. I'll be in Murfreesboro getting tattooed
Oh,
Thursday.
nice.
Yeah. So then I'll be hiking it from Murfreesboro to there afterwards. I've never made that drive from Murfreesboro to.
Murfreesboro up to Nashville, not as bad.
Oh, okay, cool. I
Because
just
it's the wrong direction.
got you.
It's
Cool.
not nearly as bad.
Good.
Yeah, that time of day, I think you'll be okay.
Cool.
Yeah, most people are leaving town that time of day.
Good. So I'll hopefully be finishing up around 6 and booking it to Pauper.
Yeah.
If you made it this far, thank you so much for listening. If you want your own, if you want your own whole question episode like Elliot, you can send us emails at commongroundmgpod@gmail.com. That's in the description below, as well as our Discord. You can join us there. Elliot's pretty active in there, so are we. Go check it out. It's pretty cool. Question tab there. Go see Rardy's goats. Go bug Kyle about fairies, all the fun stuff, you know. Lots of people brewing up Hawkeye's bow too.
Yeah.
in there, so
Yeah, I'm excited to
pretty
kinda
cool.
excited to see where this goes.
The new hotness.
Yeah, I'm excited for your Common Ground Cup.
Mm-hmm.
If we get more than last time, we'll give away a deck. If we cap it out, I'll post a picture of my feet in the Discord.
All right.
So-
I've already done that.
You heard it here first.
In our Discord,
I'm pretty certain.
I don't think I've. That
Not
seems,
for free.
No, yeah, not for free.
Okay.
that seems intense. I don't know if I hope not.
I will say I have some catching up to do and adding events in the description, so I should be all up to date for this episode as you hear it. So there's a bunch of events that folks have been posting in the events channel in Discord, and I am sharing as many as can fit in the description of the episode down below, so you can check those out if there are any in your area.
Sick.
Yeah.
All right. Peace out, y'all.
Later, everybody.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Bye. I'm at a bar Friday or Saturday night, and just like the Yankton bars, and this guy. So it's me, Khalid, Parker's fiance, and this gal named Tia. And Tia is buff as donkey. Like she's ginormous. It's crazy. And so this dude comes up to our table, and he's like, "Hey, I've been working on some pickup lines. You care if I try them out on you?" To the two girls. And one of them's like, sure. And like, I don't even know what he was saying some really cringy shit. And like, one of them just looks like at him like really weirdly, and the other gal just has her back turned to him completely. And I'm like, dude, this is embarrassing. You gotta go. And he's like, oh, look at you with tattoos or whatever. And he's like, he like fucks off. He just like mouthed it off. He's like, you got nice long hair. I'm like, is he trying to pick up lines on me now? like I couldn't tell if he was like trying to flirt with me or it was really funny.